everybody, I'm back for another Flosstube. I've already done the whip parade and the kit parade, so this is just going to be like a Flosstube to go over January stitching. So in January, I started my blessing sampler on the 1st, and I went with James Stanwyck, 1843 by Samplers Revisited, which looks like this. And I got it completed on the, let's see, got my book of days here. On the 11th, I finished it. So here are all of the DMC, if I can talk today, that it called for. So I can put those back with my other DMC now. And I don't remember what I stitched this on, but it's Zweigart linen, but I don't remember what it is. And I didn't iron today, just didn't feel like plugging the iron up. But she is completely finished, and it only took 11 days. So that's that. And she can go in the finished pile. So that's wonderful. Yay! This is the first time I did a blessing sampler, but it was kind of fun to see how long it would take me to get one done if I worked on it by itself. So, like, I've been watching everybody do their whip parades and whip goes and all of that. So I had a bingo chart printed off, and I just filled in different whips that I have, and then there's some new starts on there that I want to do. And I numbered each box, and then I just picked a number to fill in the rest of the month. And so the Andale was called Pink Sparrow, Rosebush Sampler, and The Lord is My Shepherd. And so I just blocked those off so they could get some work in them. And so the first one that I worked on was Andale by the Shakespeare's Peddler. And this one I'm actually working on with Heidi from Whips and Kits and Phoebe from Moonshine Stitchery. And we do like our little Zoomy call once a week, and I'm using the DMC. And I actually dyed my linen to look like Narissa from Narissa Stitching Lifestyle, to look like her linen that she did hers on. And if you want to see it finished, she actually finished hers. And then I think Heidi and Phoebe are doing it on like a greener color linen, I think. So this is how far I've made it. And she's really big, so I'll fold it in half. But I did do a little bit of the over one. Let's see. Working with a bed sheet here, so. See, I did a little of the over one, and I started filling in some of the flowers. I really wanted to get to that flower right there with the red and white in the middle. And so I did. Let's see, and we'll show you the bottom part. And there's the bottom. See, I got one little swan and an egg. I had that green middle border all the way around going up the other side over here, but I was doing them all the same count, and they're not all the same count. So I had to pull that out. And mainly when we're on our little Zoom calls, I worked on filling in all of that grass. So that row is all the way down with all of its levels. And this one I still need to do, what is it, 2? Yep, 2 more rows of that light green in between the dark green and the white. So she'll get pulled back out again when we have another Zoom call. So it's getting a lot of progress on it, which is great because she's huge. So put her back in her little bag so she can be happy and comfortable. The next one I worked on was the Pink Sparrow sampler, and that's by Brenda Gervais, and it looks like this. And I am using the DMC conversion that's provided. I think it's provided. I might have just lied to you. No, it's not. I did my own DMC conversion from the called for overdyes. And open her up here. I was able to get the border all the way around now. And I worked on the bird a little bit and filled in some of the border flowers. And I did that alphabet right there, the lowercase alphabet. And the other half of it is over here, but I didn't do that part. And this one, I'm stitching on 30 count Victoria sponge cake. So I'm doing 2 over 2 on this one, which makes it a lot slower for me because I'm not really a fan of 2 over 2. Sorry when I reach out, I'm trying to move my stacks of stuff. The next one that I worked on was Elizabeth Cheetham, and that is this gorgeous one by the Scarlet Letter. And this one's actually a lot of fun to work on. Every time I get bored or want to work on something, I seem to grab this one just because it's got all these fun bright colors. And I'm using the DMC. All of these. I love this red 349. Look how pretty that is. It's just so bright. And then you have like these 2 bright pinks, or brighter, I guess. And then this gold color is really pretty. But anyways, it's just a lot of fun to work on. So again, this one's huge. And this time, when I pulled it out, I worked on finishing up all of that pink verse. So now that is all completely done. And I did some on that little baby deer. And then I started on that center tree, and I finished the basket that is above it. I filled in some of those flowers on that band. I worked a little on the Bargello part. And I think that was it on this one. But it is very pretty. Very pretty. And this is on 40 count vellum. And I think that is Picture This Plus. But I might be telling a story. Not sure. But I think it is Picture This Plus. And then I decided to pull out this one that did not get a lot of love when I first started it, which is Mary Rowe by the Scarlet House. I don't see a lot of people doing this one, but I don't know why, because it's not even big. And then down here, these little heels are rice stitches, so that's fun. So this one I am, again, using the DMC. And this one does have some bright colors in it. Like that's pretty. And this bright pink, which has another little thread on there. And this pretty light blue. And this is, excuse me, I have a tickle in my throat. This is the cutoff piece from Elizabeth Cheetham. And this time I came from here and took the border all the way down to the bottom. And let's see, I'll fold it so we can get closer without stabbing myself with that needle. I worked all the way down to here, and then I started on the heel so I could do some of those rice stitches. I put the bird in, this tree, that little pink bird, and I started on the lady in her dress and everything, and was hopping all over the place to all of the little motifs that I could reach. But that is as big as it's gonna be. And so I'll still have another little piece of linen down there. So that is awesome. I love when I have extra linen. Be mindful where I have that needle. Put that back in here. Stay organized. And then I pulled out the Rosebush sampler by Modern Folk Embroidery, which going from like the bright colors to this more muted, it's like a little break from the bright colors. And this I'm stitching on 40 count doubloon, which is the called for linen. And I was able to get the border all the way around. And I started working on some of the flowers in the border. And I worked on that vase. Let's see, I'll fold it and get it closer. Because it's so muted, you can't really... That big pot right there, I need to finish the other arm on it and fill in the flowers. But the stems are all there. So I worked on that. And then I decided with the bottom part of the linen, I was gonna start Cross Stitch Nation by Heartstring Samplery or whatever, Heartstring. And here are some of the flosses. The rest of them are in the bag. They go with it. I haven't dropped them yet, but I did start it. Oh, and here are the colors for the Rosebush sampler. Very muted. I mean, the only color that's not green and gold and brown is that one blue, which isn't even in there that much. So on Heartstring Samplery, Cross Stitch Nation, that's all I got in. Was that little part right there. Because I had to go to the store and get some of the floss that I didn't have in stash. But since I have that now, I can do more work on it. So that is that one. Put them all back in this little bag. They share a bag since they're living together on that piece of linen. So the next one I started, because obviously I'm starting everything. Since I feel like I finished Jane Stanwyck, I can start everything now, which is Isabella Johnstone. I just love the big cow in the middle. I think it's so pretty. And this one, I'm actually stitching on a piece of linen that Pheobe from Moonshine Stitchery dyed. And this is 36 count beach. And I only stitched on this for like 3 days. Oh, see, you see my big pile of threads that I leave there. Who has time to put them back on floss drops? So I got all of that done in about 3 days. And I actually started in this bottom corner and was working my way around. So this top row is completely done. And so I just need to bring that border and go around. And I started putting some of the dividing bands in. And some of it is kind of ghosty, if you can see. But I did get some of the big cow in. And so this is the fat quarter. So on the other side of this beautiful linen, it's called Beach by Moonshine Stitchery. It's wonderful for samplers. I mean, look at that coloring and the modeling. It's very like slight modeling, but it looks so pretty. On the other part of this, I'm gonna do the keeper of the pins with the DMC that I converted over. So I'll be able to fit all of these pillows on that other section. And here are the flosses for Isabella. That's the cow, $37.77. So pretty. So hopefully I can get back to that one and get closer to a finish on it also. I don't know where my little threads went that I had. I lost them. That's what happens. I'll just throw this down here. And see, I've been like highlighting and marking my little book all up. And it's cool that you get like a little, this is my first time ordering a book of days, but you get like a little chart on the back. I think that's so awesome. So I'm just keeping track of my cross stitching and quilting in here. Next, I did start another huge thing, which is Hawker and Hollows. This is for Christmas and houses. This is all the DMC for both. Put them on this sad little ring. It's probably yelling at me all the time. And so I have Christmas on my tablet, so I can't show you the pattern, but I'm sure everyone knows what Christmas at Hawker and Hollow looks like. I started this yesterday, and this is on 40 count cream. Sorry about the thread and needle. I was working on it before I came in here to video. So I'm just doing the boxes and then filling in a little bit when I want to break from boxes. And they're not like completely stitched. Some of them are just half stitches, counting every 10 stitches. So that's that one so far. Guess that's not bad for 2 days of work, of stitching time. And in this bag, I have houses of Hawker and Hollow. And I really want to start it also. And this is a 40 count piece of platinum. It's Zweigart. And that's what I'm going to do houses on. And Christmas is on 40 count cream. So they just all live in this bag. It's so much fluff I can't even zip the bag up. So, you know, first world problems. So since tomorrow is my 1-year Flosstube anniversary, I'm going to start Scarlett in her curtain dress, where she goes visits Rhett at the jail, which is really a barn. So I'm gonna start this, and it came fully kitted. I had ordered it on eBay. So I think this is like a 28 count piece of even weave. So that'll be a fun challenge to do 2 over 2 for me, but I really want to do that. Some purchases that I have purchased recently. We have a stack here. I purchased Brother's Keeper by Plum Street. It's like the story of Cain and Abel. Thought that was so awesome. I ordered Dutch Beauty because I have a thing for huge projects. I really wouldn't mind starting here and then getting to that swan. I know a lot of people start up here and work across, but I'd rather start here so I can get to the swan faster. Is it just one swan? Oh no, it's a mama swan. She has babies with her. You see, she has like little baby swans. 2, 3, 4. And I had been wanting this one, and I finally found it on 1884 Stitchery. Henna Tingy by the Scarlet House. I like the Big Eye Reindeer. I think that's pretty. Anne Perry by 1884 also. Is it the Contented Needleworkers working on this one? No, it's not. I can't recall who's working on it, but someone's working on this one. And the pinks in it are very pretty. And it's not big, 202 by 199. So that's not huge. And hopefully not a lot of over 1. Then I ordered the Plantation Sampler by 1884. I mean, I love the border. So pretty. And then I got Bridget Power. That one's gorgeous. And this is a female Worth version because they have it, GGR has it also. And then one that I've been wanting to get for a long time, Miss Mary Ann Barrs, 1791, by Hands Across the Sea. I think this was their first chart that they ever released. So, I mean, that's so pretty. And then while I got that one, I had to get this one also. Susanna Milne, I guess that's how you say her name. I mean, this flower basket is pretty. And then this one I had got also. I had ordered Anne Grimshaw, and I got this one also at the same time. I didn't bring Anne in here. I don't know why. But Anne Grimshaw is the big black Quaker by the Scarlet Letter. But this is 1857 quilt block sampler. And I have it kitted with 40 count mocha and the DMC. So I will be starting that one soon. Because it doesn't have a lot of motifs. It's really just alphabet and 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5 flowers in a house. So that should be a fast finish. And then I fully kitted up Florence Mary Dickinson. I had bought the chart in the linen, which is 46 count cream brulee. I had had that for a while because I had got the linen off of a D-stash on Facebook, and then I finally got the DMC to do that. So I got that one done. And then, since that beach linen was so wonderful by Phoebe at Moonshine Stitchery, I ordered me some 46 count Rhapsody, which is so pretty. Let me take it out of here so y'all can really see it. See, look at that, the modeling. I'm all about light modeling for samplers, which is what I mainly stitch. I mean, that is just gorgeous. Highly recommend, and they're so soft. It's wonderful. Get that back in here. I already know what that's for. It's gonna be a surprise for y'all. Because I ordered the floss and everything. I was fancy. I even got the overdyed floss for that chart. Shh. I'm gonna tell you in my next video. Because the floss ain't got here yet, so I can't start it. The next one is Landside Intense, and this is 40 count. I mean, look at this. It's so pretty. If I can unfold it, if my fat fingers will work with me. Look at that. Do you see it? Look how pretty. It's gorgeous. This is a fat half because this is going to be for Jane Ballard, which I showed in my chart parade video. And now she has linen. So if I can resist starting her, then she's going to get started in August and September when I do Narissa's 8 starts again this year. So cross stitch wise, that's all the charts and linen and stuff that I bought. And then I also purchased the Hometown Holiday Sampler Quilt. Because I mean, this just, it looks like a cross stitch chart, but it's a quilt. And it calls for her Hometown Holiday line. But I'm really thinking I'd rather do it in Cozy Christmas, which was her first Christmas line. Because I have 2 other quilt kits that I haven't started yet that are in the Cozy Christmas. So I want to do this one in Cozy Christmas so I would have all 3 of them. And then at Christmas time, they can all be friends and match each other. So on the finish route, I sent Elizabeth Manners to go get framed. So hopefully she will be back soon. But I have, oh, well, there's my floss. Now, who did she go to? I'll figure that out. I have some other finishes that I would like to send to the framer, but I don't know which one I want to do. So in the comments, y'all just tell me which one y'all would do, and then I'll pick one. So the first one is, I haven't ironed these either. They've been sitting over here on the quilt rack. This is Beatrix Potter. I finished it. This is with the called for DMC. It's only 2 colors. And I personalized this one with my family's initials. And this is on 40 count Vintage Country Mocha. So this is option number 1 to get framed next. Option number 2 is this one, which is a free chart from Al Forest Embroidery. I think this is 20-something count even weave, because this was before I knew anything about linen. So this one's been finished for a good while. So that's this one. So option number 2 to get framed. And I pulled this one out today and noticed I have more linen at the bottom. And this is Christmas Garden by Blackbird Designs. Again, I personalized it with my family members' initials. So that's another option to go get framed. And I used 40 count cream Zweigart for this one with the DMCs. And look, I have extra linen. And that's that little red finish that I did. I need to turn it into a pillow. So this is option 3. So y'all let me know down below in the comments which one y'all think I should get framed next. So that's everything, I think. But I will be starting Scarlet tomorrow for my 1-year Flosstube anniversary. Yay! And I did finally make it over 500 subscribers. So thank you for everyone who subscribed and liked and commented on any of my videos. Thank y'all for watching and spending time with me. Y'all have a great day. Take care.